according to your feedback, we are going to organize these stuffs for you. So, and during the meeting, you can ask your questions through the chat window. It is on the right top. And after each section that Burak will present, we will just look at the questions and we will try to answer them. So it's okay, I think. Burak, do you think if I miss something?
Please. Thank you.
Okay.
We can start now.
Sure.
Thank you, all of you, for your attendance. Welcome again. I want to record this session also if you have no objection. Let me share my screen first. I want to start recording now. Okay, now here is my agenda. Actually, it is the same that we sent you in the email. We will follow this. I have such a presentation file, but it will not be a presentation, but it will be a demonstration. This is only for my notes and some comments, ready comments, to make it easier and faster. I have installed a server on the cloud. It's a fresh install. So let's start with first login. I want to make username and password as Antmedia. Now, this is our first login. There is no configuration. Everything is by default now. As you see, there is no SSL enabled. So let me try to publish webrtc stream first. I forgot 5080 port. I use 5080 because we have no SSL for now. As you see, I got unsecure context from the browser because we have no SSL enabled for now. The first topic is enabling SSL. As you saw, browsers need SSL certification to let you access camera and microphone. Also, you need SSL for RTMP streaming and for general case for secure connection. As most of you know, it's very easy for Antmedia server to enable SSL. Now I am navigating to Antmedia server installation folder, and we have a enable SSL script here. Okay, now I will enable SSL. By the way, maybe we can try to connect with 5080, but it's obvious we cannot do it. Okay. Anyway, I passed my domain name to the enable script with D flag. My domain name for this server is security demo and media.io, and I press enter. Now, script creating a new certificate for me, and automatically it will create it. It will copy the related files to their destinations and start server again. Now, server is restarted by the script, and it says that we can use now this URL with HTTPS. Actually, this is a secure connection. From now, I will use this instead of this 5080 port and without SSL. URL. Copy it. Let me copy it again. Okay, now we have a secure connection. Login again. There is no change for in terms of management panel, but Here you will see the difference. Now we have a secure connection, and we can use our camera and microphone on the browser. We can start publishing. We can do anything that requires SSL now. This is the first topic for today.
So, okay, so I have a question for that for you. How to enable the custom certification?
Okay, thank you. If you run SSL command with each parameter, you can get a help about the usage, and you can find the relevant information about that. You can pass your chain file, private key, and other relevant information to the script, and you can use your already have certificate.
Yeah, okay. So I think I can add something. It's critical to add full chain file, private key file, and chain file. You need to add all of them. Because in order to have some good compatibility with all browsers and all clients, 3 of them are required.
Okay, thank you, Oz. Do you have any question? Oz, can you follow?
Sure.
Questions?
Yeah, I'm following the question. So the question is about recording. Can we get a copy of the recording? Yeah, absolutely. You will get a recording of a copy of the recording through YouTube or somewhere. RG, if can provide recording also is good. Okay, I don't get the question, but I can handle that. Okay, perfect. So let's proceed to the next one.
Also, can anyone accept new attendees except for me?
Okay, so, okay.
Or
Sure, okay.
thank you. Let's continue with the stream security. The second part is about the stream security, and enabling and disabling undefined streams is the basic and the simplest one for the stream security. Let me show the relevant settings. We have such a setting. You can access it from the management panel. By default, all streams are acceptable by the server because this setting is enabled by default. So previously, as you saw, I can stream by the stream 1 to the server, and as you can see from the live stream list, there is a ongoing broadcast with stream ID 1. Let me stop this and disable this setting. Okay, now I will try to publish it, and I got not allowed unregistered streams allowed from the browser as a warning. If you disable this, how you can publish your stream? If you add one live stream, if you add a predefined stream, you will get a stream ID. I can stream using the stream ID. Now I can publish. This is, I think, all about this enabling, disabling undefined streams setting. I make it enabled again. I want to disable this for now. We will talk about this setting, but I want to run some REST API code from my PC, so I have disabled this. We will talk about it anyway. Do you have any question about undefined streams?
Okay, so the questions are about generic questions. It is not related to the stream security right now. So please let us know through chat window if you have any questions on the topics, guys.
Okay, then I will continue with the second security stream security option. The second one is one-time token. This is the oldest one, I think, in Untitled server. You can use this to authenticate someone to publish or play a stream from or to Untitled server. The main property for this mechanism is the created token can be used only one time. Okay, then it will expire and you can't use it anymore. Let's enable it on the management panel. There is a tool setting for one-time tokens, one for publishing, and the second one is for play. Now I have enabled both of them. Okay, now I will try to publish again. Maybe I can use stream one again. Now I get unauthorized access error this time. How can I publish my stream? I need to have a token, one-time token. You can create one-time token using our related REST API method. You need to pass, okay. This is terminal for my local PC. You need to pass 3 parameters to this method. One of them is stream ID. The second one is the type. It may be publish or play. Also, you can pass expiry date. Now it's infinite, but you can pass a deterministic type to expiry date as an expiry date for the created token. Now I have created a token for stream one as publisher role. Now if I use this token in the URL, I refresh the page with this URL. Now I can publish my stream. Now I have stopped it and tried to publish, but I couldn't because this is a one-time token and you can use this token only one time. If you want to use it again, you need to have new one. Okay, this is the main property for this token mechanism. Now I can publish it again. Let me try it on another tab. Again, I can't publish. Actually, the whole process is the same for playing side. So I want to skip the playing. The only change is the type parameter. You need to change publish with play if you want to generate a play token. So I want to skip the play part. Okay. Do you have any questions about?
Yes, we have many questions right now. So the first question is coming from Dallin Mystic. So I'm not sure if I pronounce correctly. So how would be a stream from a device with accepted streams turned off? So Dallin, could you please explain it a little further? I don't fully understand.
I'm trying to find question.
So question is, Dallin, do you hear me? Okay, can we? Okay, so I think I can answer with the how I understand how will be the stream from a device with accepted stream turnoff. So when you create a stream on the backend side for accepting defined and undefined streams, if you create a stream in the backend side, so it will be available there all the time. If you stream that, its status becomes broadcasting. When it's turned off, so its status becomes finished, and you can query the status parameter, broadcast status parameter through the REST API as well, and you can see them on the web panel as well at the same time. So I hope it is an answer for your question. If it is not, please, you can ask again and just let us, please explain further. So Marco has a question about the SSL certificate. So the custom SSL certificate issue has been fixed in 2.3 version, and we also provide a workaround solution in earlier versions, 2.2.1 or 2.2.1.1, or in these versions. I think it's also there's a discussion in the Google group about how to enable, what is the workaround is, what the workaround is, and some instructions available there. So Marco's another question: will it automatically be applied if we do upgrade process? Yes. Yeah, it will automatically apply it. And maybe you need to install SSL again after you make the installation. Ashraf question: REST API security part and some feature not in the CP. So is in the new version, or we should enable some feature? Okay, so the security related stuff mainly it's in the enterprise version. Not all of them is in the enterprise version. JWT, as far as I remember, it's in the community version. And enable IP filter is in the community version as well. But mainly most of the security related stuff is in the enterprise edition. So if it is not an answer for your question, please you can ask again, and we will discuss later. And another question is that from Ali: hi everyone, what if I want the token to be used multiple times that is based on date time only? So Burak, could you answer this question?
If you want to use a token multiple times, you can consider using JWT tokens, I think, instead of one-time token. We will talk about the JWT tokens later.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So another question is coming from Resh, and is this the same for RTMP? Yes, it is the same for RTMP. And another question coming from Marco, also another question: in case we can't use our certificates after upgrade, will the auto-generated SSL certificate support TLS? Yes, as far as I know, yeah, it's auto-generated SSL certificate supports TLS. Maybe most of you probably know that we use Let's Encrypt for the auto-generated SSL certificate, and you know Let's Encrypt is supported by many companies: Google, Firefox, Mozilla, and lots of other big companies. As far as I know, yeah, it supports TLS 1.1.2 and 1.3. So Dylan question: if possible, please show us how to do the token with an RTMP setup from a device.
Maybe I can show it from OBS okay. Instead of a device. You have a stream settings in OBS. This example, you provide a stream key for your system. If you add token and the generated token here, something, you can use this configuration for one-time token. Okay, you can provide this parameter as a string key. I think you can do it with your device in a similar way.
Yeah, sure. So the next question is from Dylan. If possible, please. Okay, so it's okay. The next question is from Declan. Is it possible to get tokens that have more than one time place? Yes, we have another token type for that, and Burak will cover that soon. Can we have an IP lock token so the viewer household can watch, but another household cannot? So I don't think so. Maybe we have some IP filters for publishing for RTMP streams, but not for the IP lock.
Yeah.
But maybe we can create some kind of workaround solution for that. I'm not sure. If we have some kind of discussion together, Declan, I think we can create some kind of workaround solution. So question from Dallin, sure, if someone is streaming from a device like a TOTP, how would you allow them to stream? Sorry, can't turn on my mic right now. So this is the answer from the first question. So if someone is streaming from a device like TOTP, how would you allow them to stream? So if you specify the stream ID in the TOTP device, that is also registered in the Antimedia server as a stream, then it can publish the stream. So if you also click accept undefined streams, any stream ID is accepted on the server side, so that any TOTP device or any kind of RTMP stream, webrtc stream is going to be allowed to publish. So by default, Antimedia server accepts undefined streams so that you can publish streaming very quick. So, and we have a question from Wipeow. I was facing issue with audio. We have created a native app, but can't hear publisher till the time I connect a head one. Logically, mobile speaker should be automatically activated as soon viewer joins the streaming. So can we discuss this issue in GitHub issue or through Google group, because it's something more complicated. Maybe we just need to discuss more. But basically, it seems that we can have some kind of workaround solution or some kind of solution for that. So Marco, let's encrypt. It supported TLS11, which is deprecated. Oh, so okay, let's check that. Okay, if I miss something, we will do our best for supporting the new versions. And question from Fabio, can I use the one-time token to play more than one stream at a conference room? No. So for the conference room, it is mainly useful to use other type of tokens like JWT token or time one-time password token or something like that. Thanks so much for answering the token questions. It's our pleasure, Dallin. Thank you for asking. Okay, so I think we can proceed to next section.
Thank you for all your questions. Let's go with the next one. The next one is publisher IP filter. Previously, I mentioned about it. It can be used for only RTMP streams. You can allow or disallow some IPs to publish to Antimedia server. Unfortunately, there is no settings on the management panel for this type of stream security, but we can enable it using the properties file. Let me copy the URL. What is our setting? Maybe we can make another session about these settings one day. Okay, here is the related settings. Allow publisher CIDR. Let me make it local. I have changed it now. I need to restart server also. Make effective. Now I will send the RTMP system from my PC to the server. Since my public IP is not added in the list, I couldn't stream with that URL. But now I will try to stream from the server itself. This is an SSH terminal to the server. Now I can publish the stream on the server itself because we now added the localhost IP to the server. This is all about the publisher IP filter. It can be used for RTMP streams only. As you can see, I think okay, let me use default URL. As you can see, I can publish my stream from RTMP, but not RTMP from my PC, which is a publisher IP filter. I don't want to reset this setting. I think we have no need to use RTMP streaming.
Okay, so I can add something for that. So as you see, guys, Burak has just changed the configuration file and he just added a specific key property to that file. So we have a documentation in wiki about the application configuration, but I just drop a link on the chat window. But mainly it is not up to date because we are always adding new parameters for that. So and this week we just schedule a new task for that. We are going to create a Java doc for this application configuration, because all application configuration parameters are available in a simple Java class. And we will provide a Java doc for that, and you will see all the parameters to configure the application with their explanations. So all fields are explained in this application settings class, and it will be available later this week.
Okay, thank you, Oğuz. Now we can continue with time-based one-time password type tokens. In this token mechanism, you will generate a token for a deterministic period, and the one who has that token should publish or play the streams in time. Otherwise, the time-based token will be expired and you cannot use it anymore. Also, this method is important in terms of that you can use this for per users, because you will create subscribers as publish or play roles, and you can make secure systems per user. Now we will see what I want to understand, I want to tell. Okay, now let me check settings. Now I think, okay, everything is as default. You can enable this time-based token from the management panel again, but there is no separation for publisher and players, only one settings. For now, maybe we can separate them. Okay. Now I have enabled this one. I will try to publish my stream again, and I get unauthorized access since I have enabled this. Now, I need to create a subscriber as a publisher role. Okay, to publish the server, we have a REST method for this, and let me show the parameters. You need to pass a subscriber ID. Now it's Burak, it's my name. You need to base32 script. There is some restrictions about that. By definition, its length should be multiples of 8 characters. Also, you cannot use some characters in that. I have passed as 8 characters by secret now, and I passed the type as publish. Actually, I register Burak users as a publisher with that script by calling this method. Now it returns true. Also, we have another REST method to list all subscribers. Here it is. Also, you can find these REST methods from the documentation. We have now one subscriber, is Burak, and it's a publisher. Now he is not connected. Also, you can see the status. Now, we need to also, let me try this. We need to pass two parameters as a URL parameter to the publish page. One of them is subscriber ID. It is defined with also subscriber code. This subscriber code is not base 32 code that we passed before, but it's a generated token. This is one example page to generate time-based one-time password tokens. Let me use the secret we previously passed for the Burak subscriber to here. Also, I will change this to 60 because it is set 60 in Antimedia server by default, but you can change it from the configuration file. Now, I copy this and I have only 30 seconds to use this token. So I change this to with that. And now I can publish. Now I want to use that same URL in another tab, but I can't do it because the stream one is used, and I cannot use this ID with another stream ID because Burak user is registered for that stream one ID. But in player side, you can use same URL to play the stream in time. Now I want to stop streaming and start it again. Now I cannot play because our generated token has changed. I need to use that one to publish again. Now I can publish and I can use this token in 20 seconds. After that, I can't publish using this token. Also, that's the same for the playing. In 60 seconds period, you can use this token as many times as you want, but in 60 seconds. After that, you need to use the new. Okay, this is a time-based token. Also, I want to show another thing. As I said, playing is totally same. Only difference is the type parameter in the REST method. You can subscribe anyone as a player, and you can use the generated code for player page. Now, in this token, we have also another REST method to get statistics about the subscribers. Now we have only one subscriber. Burak is a publisher, and you can see the events, connection events for the Burak users with timestamp connected at this timestamp, disconnected at this timestamp, reconnected at this timestamp, and at the end of the statistic you can find the average video bitrate and average audio bitrate for that subscriber. You can also get this statistic for the players. Okay, we have also some methods to delete the subscriber or delete all subscribers. I will omit that. They are documented in our documentation. These are what I want to tell about them.
Okay, so it's like entering a bank account on mobile. What stands for TOTP? So
Sorry.
What the exact explanation of TOTP? Time originated.
Time-based one-time password.
Time-based one-time password. Yeah. Okay.
There is no letter or based.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, we have a question from RG. He asks that how to limit access of the Ant Media dashboard. We will cover this question later in this session. Yes. So there is no question yet, so we can continue.
Okay, now the next topic is the JWT filter. Previously, we had some questions about the usage of one-time tokens many times. And we have offered using JWT, so this is important topic, I think, and this is totally new in this version 2.3 version. Now you can use JWT filter for both stream security and REST method security. First, we will talk about the stream security, how you can use JWT filter for stream security. Now, first I want to disable this and enable JWT filter both publisher and players. Now, when you enable this, you need to provide the 32 characters secret key. Fortunately, we have a button to generate a secret key automatically. Yes, this is our secret key for the stream security JWT filters. Now I have saved my settings. Let me use the URL and still I can't stream. Now I need to generate a token, JWT token. You can use this. We can use this website to generate a JWT filter for stream security. You don't need to change header pipe because we are using also these algorithm. You need to pass a payload JSON to create JWT filter. You need to pass stream ID and type again. Your type may be publish or play again. Also, you can pass a date parameter to the payload to to create the I couldn't say expiry date, to define the expiry date. Now I pass stream 1 again, and it's a publish type user. Now I want to close this, and let me copy my secret key for the JWT filter. I can copy it here, and here is the generated JWT filter. I can use this JWT filter as a token, and then I can publish again. Okay, now I can publish. You can use this token as many times as you want. This is the main difference between the one-time token. Also, you can use it for playing by changing the type as player or play. Also, as I said, you can pass a expiry date as a parameter. These are all about the JWT filter for stream security.
Okay, so before moving to next section, so just let's look at some questions. Delon is asking, I don't have the JWT option. Is this because I'm on Enterprise 2.1.0? Yes, Delon. The JWT token is supported in 2.3.0. So you're right about that. So the question from Declan: if I want to create an OTT payment system, what token would you recommend? Okay, maybe. So from my point of view, I like the JWT token too much because you give the expire time, and you can also you don't need to ask the token for the server side. You can generate the token on the client side as well, as long as you have the token script. Private key. I mean, as long as you have the private key, you can generate the token on anywhere. So you don't need to ask the server for having a new token. So I think JWT is a better option for that. So and the question from Ali is, what for conference where one person can be publisher and player as well, regarding the generating token JWT with type attribute? Okay, so in conferencing mode, I think user, so it is a little complicated for that. So in order to publish and play with different tokens, the publish and play functions in JavaScript accepts the token parameter. So if you are using the JWT for that, you can get the related token, or you can generate the token and give that token to the publish parameter or the play parameter while you are using in the conference mode. So the question from Declan, can the token be used by multiple viewers? Yes, it can be used by multiple viewers. And the expire time is critical for that. So there's some noise. Expire time is critical in JWT token. When 2.3 will be available on AWS AMI, it is already available in AWS AMI. It's available in the marketplace right now. So, Burak, could you please confirm that?
Yes, we have uploaded newest versions to AWS. You can use it.
Okay. So the next question from...
Just a question, guys. There,
sure.
Sorry, it's Declan. So regarding the JWT token, if I have two viewers who are watching it using the same token, it's not secure. So that means that one person could share the link and use it multiple times. How do you get around that?
Yeah. Okay. So you just need to have an expire time for that. So you can give a expire time for the JWT token like 10 seconds, or 5 seconds. It depends on you how you configure that. Even if the same guy shares the stream URL, it will not be playable for anyone.
Okay, it's something I'll ask you about in future. Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, my pleasure. So a question from Comnazion. So I'm new to Ant Media server. Welcome, Comnazion. Welcome to Ant Media community. I noticed that Community Edition does not support stream security. Can we not develop it ourselves for community server app? It should be possible if we create custom application, right? Or is it a technical restriction on the Community Edition? There are security features on the community side as well, but not all the stream security related stuff available in the Community Edition. And as far as I know, the JWT is on Community Edition as well. So the answer for your question, can we not develop it ourselves for community server? You can develop it, but if this is something coming from community, we can also think supporting Community Edition as well for moving some stream security related stuff from enterprise to community as well. We can think about that. It should be possible if we create a custom application, right? Yes, absolutely, it is possible. There is no, or is it a technical restriction on the Community Edition? No, there is no technical restriction on the Community Edition. You can develop anything on the Community Edition. The question from Shalandra, can you make the option in the future releases that we can create stream name from within in the panel instead of using the core commands? It's a great, yeah. We can create stream name from in the panel instead of using. Actually, you can create a stream with a name in the web panel.
But not with the stream ID. It's generated by server.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, okay. So Shalandra, I'm not sure if I pronounce correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing correctly. So okay, I got the question, Shalandra. Yeah, we can enable that. So that you can specify the stream name and stream ID at the same time in the web panel. It's a good request. Thank you for making this request. So Declan, you mentioned about yes, please. I just missed that. So what do you mean for that? For supporting JWT some stream security related stuff in Community Edition as well? Okay. So let's think about that. Thank you for asking. I'm just taking note for that. Thank you. Okay, guys. So I think we can continue.
Okay. Continue with REST API security. We have finished stream security mechanism on the server. Now we can talk about the REST API filters. The first mechanism for the REST API security is IP filter. As you can remember, previously I have disabled these IP filter because I have called some REST methods from my PC. By default, this is enabled in Untitled Server, and it allows only the local host to call REST API. Now this is the by default settings. Now let me show you. Yeah, this is a simple REST method to get broadcast leads from the server. I want to call this from my PC now. So far, I can call any REST method, but at that time I got an unauthorized error because I have enabled IP filter and I haven't added my public IP here. I want to call the same method from the server itself. As you can see, the localhost is added as a allowed IP. This is my PC. This is my SSL station. When I call the same method from the server itself, I get the broadcast list. If I add my IP, what is my IP? Let me copy this. Okay, and I want to add here, and I want to save. I will call it again from my PC, and I got the same result this time. So this is the IP filter. You can allow or disallow IPs to access REST methods. As I said, it is enabled by default. And the second one is JWT filter. This is very similar with the stream security case. You can enable this from here. You need to provide the 32 characters script again. You can generate it from the management panel. Now, I save this. I want to call the REST method from my PC again. Now I got unauthorized access again. I need to generate a JWT token first to use this. Different from the stream security case, you don't have to pass any parameter, but you can pass expiry date again, but it's optional. I copied my secret here. I got my generated JWT filter. You need to pass it an authorization parameter to this method. Trace one, copy. I think I have a mistake somewhere. I copied one thing, I think. I want to try it again one more times. Now I can access the REST API using these generated JWT filter, passing it as an authorization parameter to my REST call. I can get the result from the server. This is the JWT filter usage in REST API security. You can use this option to access your server from anywhere. Okay, do you have any questions about?
Yeah, okay, so
to
yeah, I think I can add something why we developed the JWT token for the REST API. So basically, guys, when you have a static application server having a public IP address, it's okay to use the it's okay to use the IP filter. But we are having some requests from our users that they use AWS Lambda, for instance, and they don't know the IP block. And the AWS Lambda can run in any instance in the world, and it can make a request from any IP address. So that the users are asking some kind of JWT token for letting the server accept the request from any IP address, but from a known token. So this is why we developed the JWT token. And we have some questions in the community side. So Shalandra asks for, please add more dashboard users so we can assign the user to manage their stream. Yes, it's a good question. We develop something. We right now developing this feature, and there's a request for there's a pull request available right now. I think it will be available in the next release. But the question is that you need to give authorization for your users for some specific applications, because mainly we just create two roles. One of them is the admin role that has all the write and read permissions for everything, and the second role is for the read role. It only reads the stuff. So I think it's is it okay for you, or you just want to have some users only access to the specific applications, have the read and write access for the for the applications for managing their own streams, for maybe multi-tenancy? I'm not sure. It can be something that you request. Okay, you are asking the user has an access to a specific stream. Oh, it's something. Okay, let's think about that. So another question is also more detailed information about viewers, like their IP country flag. Can we get actually we, as far as I know, we cannot get the IP address of the client in the WebSocket. Do you confirm that, Burak?
Yes, we couldn't get it from WebSocket because it comes from the standard itself. IFC something standard. You cannot get the
Okay, so
IP address, but
okay.
I think we have a solution that may be used for that case. We have a parameter for the webrtc clients that you can fill it as any information you have. you can write IP or country information to specific client, and you can get it from our Kafka integration, or you can get it from anywhere. You can provide IP country information to webrtc client using WebSocket API. This is a new feature in version 2.3. Maybe we can send the documentation about that. I think it can be used for such a purpose.
Okay, so the question is like that. So providing a statistics tool is not scope of the Ant Media server web panel. So in order to have a statistics tool, we develop, actually we don't develop, we just create a solution by using Apache Kafka, Elasticsearch, and the Grafana, so that you can collect all the information from your viewers, from your publishers, their average bitrate, their resolution, or some stuff. So okay, Shalandra, I'm taking note for user access to read on a specific stream. Maybe we can discuss it further again. So Declan question: can we get a reboot function within the dashboard? Actually, this is a this issue is under discussion maybe. So our concern is that sometimes there may be some issues on the server side that we need to fix. So if we put just the reboot button on the server side on the web panel, we think that if we encounter an issue, we just click the reboot. So this is the general behavior of the system administrations. Just reboot the system, and then it starts working properly. So maybe our logic is not correct. I don't claim that, but we just want to focus resolving the main problem so that we don't put a reboot function to the dashboard. Maybe, but it doesn't mean that we will never add. We can add that. So Raj, user question from Raj: user access to create a new stream, have control on specified applications. Okay, Raj, and I think the Raj and the Shalandra questions are almost same. They want multi-tenancy in the web panel. I think at first we can provide some kind of application, accessing the application, and then maybe after, yeah, I think providing some features for accessing the application is a better option. Okay, I'm taking note for that. So another question from Dallin: would it be best to keep API requests server side rather than client side? It will be possible to move them client side using the JWT token. Okay, good question. So in JWT token, if you want to make a request from the client side, it means that your client has the secret key in order to create the JWT token. So letting the clients have the secret key is not something very secure. So you may need to update the secret keys regularly. But if you keep it on the server side, on the application server side, it will be better. So that your token secret, the secret key is only available on your application server and on the Ant Media server, so that it will not be, it is more secure, Shalander, also add option to change logo on the login screen and dashboards. Shalander, so I think you're asking a white label solution, yeah? Okay, so thank you. Let us think that. Okay.
We have only one topic for today, and it's very easy. It's about prevent some IP to access your management panel, actually management panel secretary. Now, I don't want to demonstrate this because this is very simple. I want to show the related settings. In our configuration directory, we have properties file, and there is a property for allow the dashboard CDRs. By default, it is set to everywhere, every IP, you can change this value to allow or disallow IPs to access the management panel. I don't want to restart the server again after changing this because it's almost 1 hour. I think it's obvious.
Okay, so are you okay, Brock?
Yes, this is all
I mean,
my presentation or demonstration. If
oh,
we have any other questions, we can answer them and we can finish.
okay, so just let's confirm that. RG, are you okay for the management filter? Please let us know on the chat window. If it is not clear for you how to enable, how to give the public IP filter, we will give some more information for that. So, okay, let's continue for the questions. Last questions, maybe for question coming from Shalandra. Last question, maybe for later releases. Possible to create an output stream URL without the panel port in it. It's more secure. Okay, actually, you can already do that. Basically, we don't use the default ports for HTTP and for HTTPS. The default port for HTTP, as you know, it's 80, and default port for HTTPS 443. So if you want to use the default ports, I mean, if you don't want to use the port number, you can just forward the 80 and 443 ports to the Antimedia server ports, which is 5080 and 5443. And I can give you the link for you to how to forward the incoming default ports to the Antimedia server port so that it will be available as a without panel port. So the question from Declan, is it possible to have an image upload with each stream to have a holding graphic displayed for streams? Declan, I don't understand the question. So could you please?
So, hi guys.
Sure.
So basically, when the stream is not streaming,
Okay.
when the camera is not live, instead of the stream will start soon or whatever text, we have a holding graphic, so that way you can have information about when the time is going to start, etc.
Okay, so you want a placeholder specific to the stream IDs?
Correct. Yeah, something that we can load in, like what you see on Twitch.
Okay. So I'm taking note for that, placeholder specific to stream IDs like Twitch. Okay, perfect. So pretty good on Declan. I saw that, but still port number is there on the output URL. Shalandra, the URL may contain the output, the port number, but it is not necessary. You don't need to use the port number if you are using the default ones. Yeah. So AMS.com, if you are using the default port number, you can use the your URL, https ams.com/livestreamname.html if you are using. So RG, are you here? I don't think so. So I mean, I think we already have some documentation for the management panel IP filter on the GitHub, and I can just put a link here. Web panel IP filtering.
By the way,
here we go.
I have changed the IP addresses for the management panel filter to local host. And when I try to connect management panel, now I cannot connect it from my PC. When you are answering the question, I have changed it.
Okay. Perfect.
This is all about the IP filtering for the management panel security.
Okay. Perfect. So guys, when I take my notes from this event, I have 1 to 5 notes. The first thing is about the Let's Encrypt support TLS for 1.2 and 1.3. So we will check that. And one of our users are asking, the second thing is that one of our users are asking stream ID and stream name in the web panel so that you don't need to use the curl for adding the stream ID. And the third request is having the token system in the community edition. Let's take a look at that, which parts we can move to the community edition. And another request is letting the users have the read-write access on the applications, having multiple users on the web panel, and they have access to the they have read-write access to the specific applications, so that you will create some kind of multi-tenancy for that. And I think letting the user for just having access to the specific stream IDs, it is much more complicated. At first, we can think about adding the read-write access specific to the applications for the multi-users way. And the last request is about the placeholder specific to the stream IDs like Twitch. So I just have these notes. So do you have some recommendations or feedbacks for us so that we will take note and we will discuss that? And okay, so Declan, you have a question. When is AMS available on Raspberry Pi 4? So right now it is available in the snapshot. It is not merged to the master, but it is running in the ARM architecture, and we just want to make it available for the next release for the ARM architecture. So the question from Comnesion, just wanted to say thank you all, you hardworking people being Ant Media Server. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's a pleasure for us. I appreciate the effort you have made in making these as simple as possible for us. So thank you for that. It's great to hear that. So guys, to be honest, for most of cases, I just encountered the problems in the Ant Media Server and trying to fix that. So it is great, at least for me, to hear that it's going well. Okay, so thank you, Declan. Thank you for your contributions for the community. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shalandra. Thank you, Dallin. Thank you, Ali. Thank you joining for this meeting. It's absolutely a great pleasure for us to organize this stuff and seeing you all the guys having questions for the Ant Media Server. So let's keep in touch and continue organizing these kinds of events, and we will create more synergy together. Okay, guys, thank you for joining. Bye-bye.